Hello, this is Lisa Hazard with We're All Psychic, and Misty Laura is here as well. And we have yet another very, very special guest. Her name is B. And B, would you like to say hello?
Hello. Thank you, Lisa and Misty, for inviting me today. I really appreciate it.
We're
Well, we're
excited.
really excited.
Very
we're really excited
excited.
to have you.
Oh,
And
good.
listeners, we're having a different kind of setup today. Misty's at my house. I'm in the backyard. She's on the back porch. We had to do that for sound reasons. So it's a beautiful day in Alabama. It's April after Easter.
Fifth,
April the
April
after
5th.
Easter 5th. Thank you, B.
Yes.
And B, we have a question for you. Do you think we're all psychic?
Yeah, I do. And I can prove it.
Oh, prove it.
Oh boy, yeah.
Okay. So tell me out there, listeners, or think because you can't tell me, but have you ever thought of someone and then the phone rang and you were like, oh my God, I was just thinking of you? Have you ever been walking around in public or on a, bus or subway or in a crowd and an audience, and all of a sudden you felt someone looking at you and then you looked and someone was? How can you feel someone looking at you? Because we're all psychic.
Everybody has. They're talking about
Yes.
that all the
I
time.
love it.
Like
Yes.
especially that feeling someone looking at you thing. People have that all the time. And yeah,
Yeah.
how do you feel that? How do you? That's a perfect example. So listeners, V has a lot of interesting talents, and one of them is being a medium. And she mentioned in a podcast that she also is a comedian. So we will have to talk about that at some point.
Oh,
But
yeah. I didn't know that. Oh, I love humor and being a medium, so that would be great. I'm that kind of medium.
So we've had medium podcast listeners. If you haven't listened to them, I recommend you do. I think we've had an introduction and we had another medium podcast. And B is going to take us on a new journey. So how did you get involved with mediumship? Did you always have it, or where did it come from?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty amazing because, some people, a lot of people, when they're kids, they see spirits and it's like, oh my God, I've had it since I was a kid. And then other people, they're like, I had nothing. And then boom, I had it as an
Yeah.
adult. And me, it wasn't. It was just like, I am such a dense medium that like I didn't even know it. But now when I look back, like just little things like, I don't know, just little things in my past, having dreams, telling friends like, oh yeah, your dad who passed away visited me. But like, I didn't know the term medium. So I didn't
Right.
know that I was a medium. And when the things happened, I was just like, oh yeah, it's a dream. And I kind of know that their spirit visited me, but like, that was it. I didn't know that there was a name for it. So
You thought you were
Yeah.
normal. You didn't know any better.
right, exactly. It was just a weird thing that happened to me, but I didn't know there was a name for it. Or yeah,
Did you tell people that you would happen? Like I dreamed of your father or something like that, and he had a
yeah,
message.
yeah. And I remember saying to somebody else, like, your parent might come to me in a dream because it's happened to me before with other friends' parents, or and then let's see, about 2006, I want to say, I started learning about channeling, like channeling
Oh
angels and spirit
yeah,
guides.
yeah.
So
So fun.
yeah, so I started doing that with people, and every once in a while I'd be like, I see someone who's passed away, like I see them above your head, and I would describe them, or you know stuff like that, but I still never understood that there was a term called medium, where it was almost like maybe the spirits had put this block so that I just wouldn't go there for a
You wouldn't
long
have a
time.
term. Yeah, you wouldn't have some
Yeah.
preconceived
Yeah.
notion of it. That's really cool.
Yes.
I learned the term medium from the TV show with Alison Dubois. Have you
Oh
ever saw
my
that?
God. Have I ever
Yes.
seen that? I was obsessed with that show on Netflix.
Right.
I think I went and saw it when it would finish. I would watch it again. So I think I saw the whole series 3 times. And
Yes, I've seen it twice. Yeah.
and I didn't know that there was a medium until the very last episode where it says, there really is an Alison Dubois. And so I looked her up and I was like, oh, Patricia Arquette's playing a real person.
Yeah.
And still, it didn't occur to me that I was a medium. I just happened to love a show about mediums.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I lived in Phoenix when that show was being aired, and that's where she's from. So I would see her in the news sometimes. And I was starting to work with mediumship then more, but I was like, I'm not like Allison. Well, that's what she experiences in those shows. And I did you read some stuff about like the character Allison Dubois, but then I read about the actual person. And I had a lot in common with what she talked about, or what the articles said she talked about anyway, because as you know, media, they can change your words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. So what do you have in common with her?
We both liked punk rock, but I remembered her like. So at this time during the podcast, my iPad decided to overheat, and it came through noises, robotic electronic noises. And the subject did change. So I will, without further ado this time, let that happen.
I'm going to take over for a minute. Yeah, I got you now.
Cool.
Okay, so you were talking about how you were abused as a child. Tell me about how that worked into your mediumship.
Yeah. So, and by the way, I found out that a lot of people who've been abused as children wind up being psychic or mediums. And I think it's because the spirits come around to try to help you with this journey in life.
Yes.
Right. So,
I agree.
Yeah. So anyway, I've had psychic moments here and there throughout my life, but it never occurred to me to be psychic. And like I said, like I was just kind of dense when it came to mediumship. And what happened was, it's very strange, but my mother, I did all the forgiving and whatever, and we're adults now. And then she just started mentally abusing me again as an adult.
Oh, no.
We don't even live in the same place, but it was just like, it really messed with my head.
Of course.
So this was a few years ago. And what happened was, one of my Facebook friends mentioned that she was a medium. So I read a book about it because it sounded interesting. And then a cousin who I hadn't heard from in 10 years had contacted me to tell me that she'd been to a medium and that our grandfather had come through. And then I thought, oh, wow. And so I joined a medium interest group on Facebook, and someone on there wanted to get practice to read someone. So I volunteered. And when we met, my grandmother came through. So this is
wow.
The medium who I met. Like, I didn't know any mediums except for the one on Facebook, and I didn't even know her in real life,
Right.
So this woman, I'd never met her before. I meet her on Zoom to be a sitter, so she could read me. And she says, I have your grandmother here. She's your mother's mother. And she's saying that your mother's being very harsh with you, like abnormally harsh. And she wants you to know, like she's not my daughter. Like, I have no idea how I raised her, and like how she could be like this. And that, what'd she say? She said, your grandmother's saying you did the best you could. And I was thinking, what does she mean? Like, I did the best I could. But then, like, it turned out things got much, much worse with my mother. And I didn't realize that, but she knew. And so my grandmother came through. My grandfather also came through, this cousin who, from who I'd speak. And that's where I started getting an interest in trying to do it myself.
Yeah.
So I started
practicing. I would too. Yeah. And that's how most of it starts, isn't it? It's always that interest, in the back of your head, like, I wonder how this works, and then you practice it more and you read about it more. And I think that you get better and better the more, you know about it, don't you?
Yeah, I totally do. It's kind of like putting gas in a car, if there's no gas, you're not going to get anywhere. But if you're practicing and you're meditating and you're filling up on that like spirit energy, you can start connecting, and amazing things happen. And I just find it so magical, just so magical. It's amazing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's
I
like,
love it too.
it was hard for me to even believe that anyone was a medium, let alone myself. But then when stuff starts coming through, and it's so like specific and particular and
Yes.
weird, right?
Yes, weird. It's a good word. Yeah, I've had that happen to me, and I still think to myself, how the heck did that happen? Like I couldn't make this up if I wanted to, you know?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
crazy. Well, tell me about like your first experience after you had that reading with your cousin.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So then what I did was, after with that woman, I joined that woman's practice group, and I was trying to do readings. And at first, I felt like I wasn't really sure if, like, I was sort of getting something, but there was something that was stopping me. I don't know if it was fear of
Yeah,
succeeding or fear of
or
failing.
self-doubt. Yeah, yeah.
So this one morning, I'm having a dream before I wake up, and in the dream, I hear the words like a woman saying, "My name is Elizabeth," or I'm seeing Elizabeth come across the screen, and she's also showing another woman with her, who was shorter with dark hair, and her name was something like Leah. So anyway, then I woke up and realized, oh, it's time for that medium, circle practice thing. So I go and I said, like, I don't know if this means anything, but I had this dream, and the woman, the one who had given me my first reading, said, those are my two aunts, Elizabeth, and it was like not Leah, but Lena, and the description of her was right. And so they came to me first while I was sleeping, and that helped me. It was kind of like training wheels.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
me. Oh my gosh, yes. That is so me. So
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear. I don't see things, but I get dreams. Like I've always had dreams. So that makes me feel better that you actually got out of the dream state and started doing it,
Mhm.
awake. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And I would just pretend I was dreaming at first, just get that kind of dreamy feeling. And
Yes.
yeah, and it works. What I do is I do an 8-week beginning course. It's like once a week for 8 weeks to get people who either have never done mediumship, or they started but they feel like they're floundering. And by the
Yes. A lot of
end,
people are like that. Yeah.
yeah, so by the end of the 8 weeks, they're good. And I also have like a 45-minute course called Liftoff for people who've
Oh.
never done it. And at the end of
Cool.
the 45 minutes, they're reading. One of my people have come in. Sometimes
Oh.
animals, sometimes past pets are coming,
Oh,
and so they leave the 45 minutes going from have never connected to spirit to doing a reading.
Oh my gosh.
that's
I got to
great.
sign up for that. Definitely.
Yes.
You're welcome
That's
Because
to.
amazing.
yes, I would love
How
to.
how can people find you if they want to find you? Where would be
Um,
like where I know you're on Everclear, and I'd like to say thank you to our sponsor Everclear, where you can
yes,
find the
yes.
guidance you need to create the life you deserve. And she's on Everclear. I'll put her info. What's your name on Everclear?
It's Woo,
Ewoo.
Bee
Okay.
and Woo. Yeah. And on Everclear I do tarot psychic readings. And for mediumship you can sign up at my website is newyorkcitymedium.com or nycmedium.com.
Oh, that's easy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you
Well,
have advice for people who like if they're considering taking your class or learning mediumship on their own or anything? Do you have any like first steps that you can recommend or
Mm. Yeah, there's great video by James Van Prague. Have you guys heard his name?
yeah, yeah.
I
Um,
haven't.
oh yeah, he is like even before John Edward, he's the first one who came out and was doing TV shows on talk shows all the way back in, was it the 80s or the
Yeah, he and Sylvia
70s?
Brown. The one I really liked was Sylvia Brown, and I
Yeah,
read
that's
her
the one I
books,
remember.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I loved her stuff. Yes, and
Yeah.
that's how I found out about him was through reading her stuff.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so he has a video on YouTube called Mastering the Art. I think it's Mastering the Art of Mediumship. And on there, he explains how to raise your vibration up to spirit and to read. And actually, that's a big thing for me because when I was first starting out in groups, practicing and struggling, I had the dream thing that helped, but then, going on to do it while I was awake, and this might help you too, Misty. I went to this video and that helped me. And when I first did his video right before a medium circle, I went in the circle and it was like night and day, like such a big
Wow.
difference. Yeah.
That's good advice. Oh, I can't wait to do that. Yes.
Bye.
Gotta go now. Because I think that a lot of us are experiencing that. I think it's so important for us to figure out how to get to that next level, because I think a lot of us feel stuck. Like I kind of feel stuck right now. It comes and goes when it wants to, but
Yeah.
to control it is hard. It's a hard thing to learn.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a concept. It's like a concept. Like, luckily, as a child, you had it. Like, you learned that it was part of who you were in a natural way. You imagine if this was just part of our culture, but growing up, like, you see the spirits? Oh yeah, I do too. Or no, I don't. What
That'd
do you
be
see?
awesome.
If that was just normal in our culture that people did that, it just wasn't. It isn't. It hasn't.
I know
yet so far.
It needs to be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. First, we have to get over the fact about believing. Do you believe in it? If it was just something that people didn't say, oh, you're crazy for believing in, or you're a con artist for believing in it, or or for not believing in it but faking it, like all of that kind of stigma.
I know.
It makes it really difficult for people.
Me
Yeah.
too.
But when you really realize that they're there, like there's information that's come through that it's like, oh my God, like how did you know that? Because, because I didn't know it. I didn't know it. It just happened, it's just amazing. And so I think once you believe it and you know it, that changes everything.
It does. It does.
That makes me think of like, shoot, I just lost my thought. I'm sorry. I just went, that happens a lot. Usually what I do when that happens is I say, we had an interruption and I just forgot what I was saying. And I edit it,
It's all right.
Oh, you were talking about culture and people not believing it in con artists and stigma.
Oh, yes, the con artist thing. So, yeah, a lot of people do think that mediums are either delusional or con artists. Mm-hmm. And not a lot of people, the people who say that. I don't even know if they really think it. It's kind of like a team. Not as much. I don't run across it too much
now.
I ran across it on Instagram. Yeah, I ran across it on Instagram recently when I was advertising for the podcast. So I used the hashtag skeptic, and I got slammed for being a con artist and all this stuff. I posted my like name on their thread, and they all came on my Instagram. Right. Are you charging people for money, you con artists, on my posts and stuff like that? It just made me very sad. It's like, that's like, why would you bother doing that? Like, you just go out of your way to make somebody's day shitty,
And I've said this before too. I mean, everybody has a talent, everybody has a gift. And when they use that talent, they get paid for it. Whether it be a musician, whether it be an actor, whether it be, somebody that mows your yard. I mean, we all have something to do. So why can't we get paid for doing what we're good at? It's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you were asking Misty if I think there are less con artists nowadays, or no, that less people think we're con artists nowadays. Probably. I still think it's definitely out there. I just think with the internet and Facebook and YouTube that, there's both, but, they're con artists in every profession. I met con artists, when I was young at the train, and they're saying, oh, I lost my money. Can you help me get on the train? And I was like, that's terrible. And then I found out, oh, that's a scam. A bunch of them all do the same scam,
Yeah.
But as far as doing it for free, I think that stems back to the Bible era, because back in the Bible with the 12 tribes of Jacob, how they're, the different tribes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. We're in the South.
Oh, right. You're in the Bible Belt, of course you know. So there's this one tribe. Oh, I wish I could be there with you guys right now. Sit outside.
I know, me too.
But there was one tribe called Levi, right? And they were the high priest tribe, and they didn't work. All they did was do the praying and the spiritual stuff. But guess what? They were fed by everyone else. Everyone else took care of them monetarily.
Yeah.
So that's why. So technically, the rest of the planet, if they want to take care of us monetarily and feed us and clothe us and house us, then we
Right.
also won't need that, But other than
Right.
that, it's
Exactly.
right. It's like a doctor. A doctor heals you. You're going to
Yes.
say, "Oh, you shouldn't make any money for it." Like, no, you're going to pay them extra
Yeah.
money for it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your service, it's your
Yes.
time, and a
Yeah.
lot of it's, a lot of them too, they wish they could do it for free,
I wish I
because,
could. I really
yeah,
wish I could.
but
I
it's
mean,
just
yeah.
not, it can't happen. You've got to make a living,
Yeah.
somehow.
And you know what? People who are mediums and psychics tend to be personalities where we're always going out of our way to help people. So
Yes.
it's not
Yes.
like, we're not doing a lot for free
Of
anyway.
course.
That's so
Yes.
true. All
Yes.
day long. Yeah. It's like they'll
That is
log
so
in for a
true.
couple hours, maybe make some money, but other than that,
Yeah,
it's like a lot of,
exactly.
that's what's like the joy of it, is being able to do it at all, and to get paid for
Yeah.
it is like a bonus to me. When I got to the point where I felt it was really hard to get to that point for me to accept that I can be paid for this. Is this, there were questions for me, like, am I going to give somebody what they're paying for,
Yeah.
A lot of
And
self-doubt you had.
a lot of
Yeah.
self-doubt. Yeah. Well, and so when I first started offering medium readings locally, I would say you can have your money back if you're not happy afterwards, or we won't have to pay. But they all paid. So,
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good thing. That's a good
Yeah.
That's
thing.
good.
So have you had a lot of animals come into your mediumship work? I'm
Yes.
curious question I have personally, because they do for me. So
Yeah, yeah. I mostly have people, but every once in a while I do. I was reading somebody, she and I'd never met before, and all of a sudden I just saw a dog like jump into her aura,
Aww.
and she started crying because the day before she was like, "Yesterday my dog died."
Aww.
So it just made her feel so much better because, like, I don't
Yeah.
usually get dogs, but every once in a while they come up, or I'm doing a reading, and sometimes I'll see a person, and then the person will all of a sudden I'll see a dog with them, and the person understands, what that's about. Yeah,
I love
it
that.
I love it too.
Well,
I
they're
love it too.
spirits. I mean, they have their own spirits and their own energy too. Animals
Yes.
do. We all have this energy,
Mhm.
and their energy goes just like ours does. It leaves the body and it's still around. It's energy.
I
Well,
know.
I do have one last request, if you would so indulge us. If
Yeah.
you've given so much good advice, and I'm sorry, listeners, we had a technical difficulty. I was outside and my iPad overheated, so it took me a while to get somewhere and cool it down. And Zoom is awesome because it kept recording, and I didn't get to hear any jokes.
Oh, we haven't
Oh
even got there yet.
gosh.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
jokes.
we need
I
to
would
hear
love a
'em.
joke. I would love a joke. Can you give us a joke?
I
A medium
don't
joke.
I
Or
don't really
story,
I don't really do
story, or
jokes like that. Yeah, no,
Do
it's
you
more yeah. Sorry.
tell us about your comedian side? I'd love to hear about it.
Oh, so, in the past I've done some stand-up comedy, I've done some improv. I'm an actress, so I have I graduated from that TV show, the Actors Studio Drama School, the Inside the Actors Studio, I think it's
yes,
called.
Oh, I've heard
yes,
of it. Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that show. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to that school. I was one of those students in the
Oh,
audience.
wow.
Yeah.
That is, I loved the interviews they did with people.
Awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, so anyway, I write funny things. I've performed. I'm just not in a funny mood right now, but I don't really do jokes like ha cha cha, but just
Yeah.
but so sorry, just
Do you have
quick.
any? Is there anywhere that the listeners might be able to see one of your acts anywhere, or is there like a YouTube
Oh,
video somewhere or anything like that?
well, actually, it's kind of weird, but in 2019, right before the pandemic and before lockdown, I was like, I want to create a play or a film because I've written and produced plays and like web series and stuff. But I was like, I don't want to leave my house, so I actually did a whole web series on Zoom from home. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
different characters, and I had some friends come on Zoom and we would act out scenes. I had one friend who would take the train up here, and we would find a local woods and do a few scenes with his puppet in the woods.
Oh, I love that. I love puppets. Yes, yes,
Especially
yes.
in the woods.
Yes.
That's so creepy. I can't stand it.
I know. It's like children in porn. I don't know.
It's really weird. Yeah. So
I love it. Can we see that? Is it somewhere you can see it? Where
Yeah.
can you give me that info to put in the link in the description for everybody?
Yeah, I want to watch
you
it.
You can let me know if there's permission there. I would love to see that. That sounds hysterical.
Totally. It is. It's really weird. So my goal was to do 365, do one a day. And I got me too complicated. Instead of just doing one, I had other actors and puppets, and I was putting on like makeup and doing different characters. So I got, I think, about 172 done. So
wow.
So it's
That's
called
so awesome.
It's called 365 to live. And I'll give you the link for it. It's on Facebook.
Definitely.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'll
put that link in there too. It's just really great. You sound like you remind me of a lot like how I am. I do a lot of different things, not just media.
Yes,
tell me, what do you got? What do you do?
I do jewelry. I do writing and editing and music and audio and this podcast and family and there's like a lot of other stuff, like a lot of crafting and stuff like that. I always got to be doing something,
Mm-hmm.
I love people who craft, make jewelry. I can't do that kind of stuff. It's just not something I know how to do, but I appreciate that stuff so much because of it.
Well, maybe I'll send you a ring for doing the podcast. That's my specialty, is making rings.
And I'll send you a feather.
She makes feathers.
Oh, I love feathers. Really?
They're awesome. Her feathers are awesome.
Cool.
Yes.
So let me ask you guys, do you guys have time or do you have to get going?
No, we have time.
We're good.
Okay. So I have an idea I want to try with you guys.
All right.
Why don't we try me doing a medium reading for you guys now?
That would be awesome.
We're always up for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can't take anything, maybe just don't post it, because it'll be like, oh, what a loser. She said she's a medium and she couldn't do it.
No,
that sounds so fun. We love it.
Okay.
You can do it. Yeah.
All right. So let me see. And do either of you have like pen or paper, or you could even type it in the chat just to keep track, because when I say stuff, I forget it. And then that way later we can go over it. Okay.
Yeah.
We were recording it. So you're going to write them.
Yeah,
during this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's got it. She's got a receipt.
Okay, cool.
A receipt.
All right. So I'm going to just relax and let's see who's coming. Hold on. Oh. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting is I'm hearing Papa, Papa. Like it looks to me like Poppa. Do either of you understand that?
Mikey, my husband's grandfather, was named Papa, and that's how he spelled it. But he's not here right now, but we are having problems with the family. So that might be why he's coming through.
And he passed. Okay, got it. All right, so hang on. Okay, so this is the way I'm seeing him. To me, he looks on the small side, and he looks kind of like the Pillsbury Doughboy, like he's got like a round face and a round belly. Would you understand that?
That sounds like him. I never met him, but I've seen pictures of him. Yeah.
Okay. And his hair, he looks like he's bald, but he's showing me he has this fringe of hair. So he's like, I still got some hair here. Okay.
That's him.
Oh.
All right. Okay, and he's showing me he's going 3, 4, 5. Are there 5 kids? Does he have 5 grandkids? 3, 4,
his daughter was his only daughter.
Okay.
She's passed away. Mikey's mother's passed away, and his wife just passed away a year and a half ago. Okay.
For whatever reason, he's going like a small 3, a small 4, and then he's going 5. 3, 4, 5. So I'm trying to.
I'll ask Mikey about that. I'll ask Mikey, but it doesn't resonate with me because I never even meet him.
Okay. It could be sometimes 5 means May, sometimes something to go with 5 or
oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Just hold that thought. Was there something maybe with sports with them where did Mikey have a 5 or he had a 5 on his shirt or like a jersey or something like that?
I'm not sure. The only thing I'd have to ask Mikey, but he's not here. He's with his father right now.
Yeah.
The only thing I associate with it is numerology. But I think for him it would mean something different. I wish Mikey were here. He would love this, but yeah.
Okay, no problem. And I'm feeling some pressure in my solar plexus, which makes me feel like he's talking about that maybe possibly he and Mike had some kind of power struggle together. Like maybe there was, does that make sense?
Actually, they're just alike. They were no, Papa and Mikey are very much alike, but Mikey and his father have differences, but Mikey's father is having some health issues right now. So that might
we
be
just talked about that. We just talked about that, how they're, yeah.
How what's that, Misty?
Huh?
His father.
We were talking about, or she told me that, that they're so much alike that, or so different. I'm sorry. They were clashing.
Mikey and his father, when they were younger, they didn't have much in common. And when they got older, they did. But right now he's having health issues. Papa, the one you're speaking with, was Mikey's mother's father. His father who's alive, his mother's passed away, but his father who's alive is who he's with right now, helping out.
I see.
They're doing some plumbing stuff. So maybe the 5 has something to do with the plumbing stuff they're working on.
Could be. Now, I also feel like he's referencing a box with stuff, like an old box that has stuff in it that's maybe stored in the garage or something.
I know what he's talking about.
Okay.
See,
and there's like mildew, or this, like the box got mildew or something on it.
Yeah, it's flooded. That's what they're fixing right now. So he wants that box, right? You want me to tell Mikey to tell him to get that box?
Get it before it gets ruined. Yeah.
I will text him now. Thank you. Yes. And can you give me any other description of this box? Is it, because she has a lot of stuff there?
Just the way I'm seeing it, it's like a long
cardboard box or wood box.
The way it's coming to me is it's a long cardboard box.
Okay.
And I'm just seeing like there's mildew, like it's getting mildewy. So like get that stuff out of it.
Okay. And oblong, like a rectangular long box. Yeah. I will text him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I will let you know.
Absolutely. Let me see if there's anyone else around. Anyone I see? I'm not sure what this means, but something about birds.
Yes, that's me.
Misty has one. Misty has that one.
Oh my gosh.
She's going to cry.
I love her.
Okay. All right, don't tell me anything so I can just bring them in. Yeah, so I'm feeling really emotional, like I'm so happy to see you. I feel like I want to start singing that song from the Muppet movie, you know, that song with Kermit, Why Are There So Many Songs About Rainbows? Do you know that one? Why are there
The Rainbow Connection.
Yeah, the Rainbow Connection. Would you understand why I feel like singing that, Misty?
The
I'll
Lovers,
have to
the
think
Dreamers,
about
and me.
that one.
Okay.
I'll have to listen to it and remember.
Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing a woman here. Actually, I think I've got 2 women. I've got one woman who's elderly and she's got like white hair and it's short. And then I have a woman next to her who has long, it looks like dark blonde hair, and she looks younger. Do you guys understand?
That sounds like my grandmother and her daughter, Aunt Jane, to me. I don't know. Do you have someone like that, Misty?
Yeah, I've got Rochelle and my grandmother.
Okay. Don't tell me too much. Don't tell me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's
okay.
okay. All right. Let me see if I could just get some more details so we can narrow it down a little bit. Okay. She wants to talk about this vase. I'm seeing a vase that I know that I have. So sometimes they remind me of something. It's like a little fluted vase, like a fluted, like it goes like narrow and then like this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would either of you understand this vase to do?
Was
Yes.
it glass? I
Yes.
mean, is it see-through or is it okay? You do. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm getting an S. They're giving me like an S like this, a big S. Hold on. I'm just gonna try to be quiet for a moment so I could bring him in a little more. Okay, so I think they're referencing a horror movie or like a thriller or a horror movie that you saw with one of them. Because I'm getting like, that movie, The Fly, where at the end he's like, help me, help me. Like I'm getting something like that.
Yes. And that goes with the birds.
Okay. So it's interesting. So I'm not really getting I'm starting to get a clearer picture now. And Misty, do you understand both women? The one with the white hair and because the one with the white short hair is kind of becoming more clear, and the one with the long blonde hair, she's kind of fading a little bit. So is this regarding the woman with the white hair?
This is regarding the girl with the dirty blonde hair.
Okay, so would you understand that she may feel ashamed of how she passed?
Yes.
Okay.
Guilty.
Yeah, because when they don't show their face so much, that's their symbol for me that they feel like ashamed or, like you said, guilty about
Oh
it.
no.
So it's okay. It doesn't mean that they're not healed now. It's just a way to symbolize it so that I can give you that evidence. Do you know what I mean? Like that's my symbol.
Yes,
So
I
that I
know.
know to tell you that, so that it's just to give you evidence that she's here.
Tell her I
So,
love her.
okay. Well,
Tell her I love her.
she hears you. She hears you.
Or both of them. Tell both of them I love them.
And I want to say Piglet. Like I'm seeing like a stuffed animal, like Winnie the Pooh Piglet, something like that.
Mhm.
And do you understand that?
Gosh, I might.
Okay.
We were friends for so many years. There's so many things,
Wait, don't tell me.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm
No,
just
it's
saying
okay.
there's so many things, it's a lost
Yeah.
friendship.
Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to get going now. I'm going to thank everyone for coming in. There's somebody else popping up. Like he's like, wait, can I get a chance? So it might be Papa again, because it's looking similar. So it might be the same person or a different older gentleman. So let me just see what he wants to say. Okay, I don't know what this means, but he's talking about pickles. He's talking about
My grandpa. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love and miss him too.
And
Oh.
I know he wants me to tell you to put your glasses on. Are you like, do you have glasses but you're not using them or something like that?
I don't wear glasses.
Okay, and you don't need them. Okay, I don't know what this means.
Sunglasses. We were talking about sunglasses
she
earlier.
just got some.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, we
so,
were just talking about sunglasses.
So I think he wants you to protect your eyes because you're outside, and I think that's what it must be. Because the way you said it, like put them on, like you would say to someone you care about to make sure they're taking care of their eyes.
Oh,
yeah, there's so many
I love
people
him.
here. They're like, I feel like I could
up.
just be here for another hour, so I'm gonna say goodbye now. But I'm also feeling someone. I feel like there's a woman who passed from breast cancer. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
She's the one with the birds in the vase.
Okay. Is she the one with the short hair?
No, she's the dark blonde.
Oh, okay. Because I'm getting a different woman now. This is not the same woman before. This woman
Okay.
has short hair. She looks older, but it's not white. It's like curly, like big curls kind of, and it's brown with some gray in it.
Mikey's mom died of breast cancer, or she died from starting with breast cancer, and that's what she looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably her.
That's my husband again. Yeah, Papa is with her.
Got it. Got it. All right. Well, they're sending you guys healing energy.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm going to thank them all. It's like a nice party up here.
no.
And someone
joined a party.
You are. This is how we're doing it. This is how we're doing
You
the
will
party.
someday.
And I feel like she
Yeah.
wants to talk. I feel like she wants to talk about drinking daiquiris, maybe on the porch. Something like
Yes.
I'm seeing like a plastic, like it looks like a glass wine, like a wine or daiquiri glass, I guess, but it's plastic.
Mhm.
Or maybe it's glass. I don't know. It's see-through. And she's talking about daiquiris.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna thank them so much. And if you guys could give me any feedback, I don't need extra stuff that you haven't that they haven't told me, but if you could just confirm whatever I said, whatever parts. That's why I ask you to write it down because I forget what I say.
Well, for me, Papa coming through for Mikey and his being at his father's today, working on the plumbing, and you seeing a box that needs to get. I need to tell him, like, I'm like, I gotta end the podcast. I gotta get in touch with Mikey before he goes. Like, I feel like that's like a really strong message. And I feel like maybe that was Connie there at the end coming through. Mikey will know more of that. Because not like, I guess none of my people came through that. They are my people, I guess, now. I married the guy.
Yeah, totally.
But I don't know.
That happens a lot. It happens
I
a
don't know
lot
the
when the
stuff.
in-laws will come through. Yeah.
But he listens
Well,
to all
yeah,
the
he needed
podcasts,
to
and
know
I'm sure
that.
listen to this one. Yeah.
Yeah, he needed to hear that. Don't you think,
Yeah.
Mikey?
Yeah, I do.
Well, for me, when you said pickles, I knew exactly what you're talking about. And I was actually thinking about this the other day because I was cutting pickles up. My grandpa made the best pickles ever. And I think it was yesterday when I was cutting pickles up and I was like, man, I wish I could have had one of his pickles right now.
You were cutting pickles yesterday. So also a lot of times they'll bring up stuff that you were just doing like today or yesterday, like the sunglasses, like to let you know that they're around you and they're like observing what you're doing nowadays. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. And then I love my one of my best friends, Rochelle. She died of breast cancer and she was terrified of birds. And long story short, when she died, like I was there when she died, and it was late at night, and we were waiting on somebody to come pick up the body. And when that woman opened the door, like I said, it was like 2:00 in the morning, and all you could hear was birds everywhere. There was like flocks and flocks of birds, and they were chirping. And the woman said, "Can you hear that?" And we were like, "How can you not?" And she said, "Birds don't chirp at night. They only do it in the morning." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's Rochelle. She's letting us know that we're okay." And that was only like maybe an hour after she passed. And yeah, and then the vase at her funeral, I went and I bought this gorgeous vase and I did a really pretty flower arrangement for her. So she's probably talking about that. And then what else was it? The scary movies. Yeah, we grew up watching scary movies. You know, we loved that. I'm trying to get at everything because you were so good at it. But yeah, I know that was her, and I know it was Grandpa. And I think Grandma always is around. Lisa's told me that before. She's around a lot. She's around my youngest daughter a lot, protecting her, like as a guardian angel. So yeah, I know that Grandma's always around. But it was nice to hear from Grandpa and Rochelle. I haven't heard from them. So that was a very, very well treat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's
yes,
so
thank you.
Awesome.
You're so
And
welcome.
listeners, I highly recommend checking anything that Biwu does out. Whatever wherever, links are in there. I can't recommend enough to go check it out because she's delightful,
Yes.
wonderful energy, and you helped us both a lot today. And
Yes.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go text my husband now.
Fun.
You're very
That was so
welcome. It
fun.
was
Call
so
him.
nice, so nice to meet you both. You're both
Thank
Oh,
so
it's a pleasure.
lovely. And yeah, and then I thank your spirits for the opportunity too.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Thank you.
Okay, and Misty, thank you, and thank you, B,
Thank
and
you.
thank you, listeners. As always, we love you for listening.
Yes, we do.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.